It's been 5 days since America invaded Venezuela, arrested its president, and seized control of the country. And now the real work begins. Nation building. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I meant narrative building.
The bottom line is we now have freedom in Venezuela.
I have so many Venezuelan friends. They are crying tears of joy.
This is their first real opportunity to experience democracy and freedom.
Listen, people smell freedom in the air, and they can thank Donald J. Trump.
That's right, Trump is stinking up the joint with freedom. Can you smell it? It's just crop dusting our hemisphere of democracy. Breathe it in, people. Finally, the Venezuelan people are in charge of their own destiny. Let's see exactly what kind of freedom they have won.
President Donald Trump announced that Venezuela will be giving the U.S. 30 to 50 million barrels of oil to be sold.
This oil will be sold at its market price, and that money will be controlled by me as President of the United States of America.
Okay, look. Say what you want about his corruption. At least Trump is hands-on with it, okay? Dick Cheney had to funnel it through Halliburton or whatever. But Donald Trump is like, yo, just give me the oil. I'll open a gas pump outside the Oval Office. Okay? Just come drive right up, but no Amex. So yes, Venezuela has agreed to hand over approximately $2 billion worth of oil to the United States out of the goodness of their hearts and because we are mugging them. Which seems harsh, but you know what? A little bit of oil money for President Trump is a small price to pay for illegally kidnapping the president. And now that this payoff is taken care of, America will get out of your hair. Goodbye forever, Venezuela. You're finally free.
The U.S. now imposing a military blockade on its oil exports, using it as leverage to get Venezuela to give in to the Trump administration's demands. The U.S. has conveyed to the interim leader of Venezuela that she must agree to partner exclusively with the U.S. on oil production and kick out officials from China, Russia, Iran, and Cuba, severing all economic ties with those countries.
I think we all know what's going on here. Ladies, when your new boyfriend forces you to cut ties with all of your friends, he's a keeper. Sorry, it kind of feels like Trump wants to be the new dictator of Venezuela, but that can't be right, right?
We obviously have maximum leverage over the interim authorities. Their decisions are going to continue to be dictated by the United States of America.
Okay, look, I know how that sounds, but just because you dictate doesn't make you a dictator, okay? Because, no, it doesn't. Because dictators, they live in like a gold palace or something. And to any Venezuelans looking for advice on how to get rid of Donald Trump, we have no idea. But I can tell you one thing that doesn't work: satire. Doesn't do shit. But if you're in a country in the area and this sounds like a good deal, well, good news, you're next.
This is the start of changing Venezuela. Then we're going to fix Cuba. Nicaragua will get fixed. Next year, we'll get a new president in Colombia. Democracy is coming back to this hemisphere.
Okay, first of all, congratulations to this guy on surviving the Ark of the Covenant. And second, look, okay, the world is a messed up place. If an oil rampage is what it takes to spread democracy, maybe that's what it takes, okay? Stop being such babies. So which of these tyrannical dictatorships are we going after next?
President Trump and his team are also targeting a northern ally of the U.S. with new threats to take over Greenland.
That's right, Greenland. Because the only thing we hate more than a brutal authoritarian regime is whatever the complete opposite of that is. That's just one little hitch with invading Greenland.
Denmark, which controls the independent territory, is a close NATO ally.
The Danish Prime Minister has said a U.S. attack on NATO territory would effectively end the alliance, which has never seen one member attack another.
Great, okay, that means they won't expect it. It's the definition of a sneak attack, okay? The point is we need Greenland. Why? For their freedom or their oil or for national defense. Look, I don't remember what excuse we're using. But, okay, this congressman, he'll explain it.
It's important that we have a stake in Greenland. When you look at the Western Hemisphere, we are the dominant predator, quite frankly, force in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, Trump is the dominant predator in the Western Hemisphere. At least now that Jeffrey Epstein is dead. For more on America's plans in Venezuela, we go live to Caracas with Michael Kosta. Michael, how are Venezuelans reacting to this extortion?
Extortion? Oh, Ronnie. What America is doing here is legitimate international business. Trump is simply offering Venezuela protection from dictators and foreign enemies, and in exchange, they give him money for that protection. Capiche?
Okay. Michael, that's the business model of the mafia. You're describing the mafia.
The mafia? Oh! Stugats! This is not the mob. This is just Venezuela tucking an envelope of cash into Donald Trump's pocket every week. Because it would be a real shame if they forgot to pay and their economy blew up when it turned on its car.
Okay. Everything you're describing is what the mob does, okay? You're even dressed like you're in the mob.
All right, fine. Maybe America has a little bit of a mafia face. So what? The mafia is molto bene. You get to wear nice suits. You skip the line at the Copa. And you get to kiss guys on the lips when they betray you. And you get to drink from fancy little cups. Salute.
Look, okay, Costa, it's a little late in the day to be drinking espresso.
This is crude oil. As my nonna used to say, that's a spicy diesel fuel.
Have you not seen any mafia movies? It never ends well for them.
Name one mob movie that doesn't end well.
The Godfather.
Name two.
The Godfather 2.
Name 3.
The Godfather 3.
Name 6 more.
Well, all those Scorsese movies and The Sopranos.
Technically, we don't know how The Sopranos ends. For all we know, Tony is still at the strip club eating gabagool, getting a lap dance from a girl wearing a bikini made of gabagool.
Costa, I know it's great to live by lawless mob rules when you have power, but what's to stop someone bigger from doing all this mafia shit on us?
Ronnie, your brain is like a cannoli with no filling. If that happens to America, we'll just turn state witness. I'm already wearing a wire.
What? No, this isn't TV, okay? If we abandon international law, what will stop the next superpower from extorting us once our run as an empire is over?
Name one time an empire's come to an end.
One time. The Romans, the British, the Germans, Mongolians, Ottomans.
Stop making places up, Ronnie. And trust me, this is not gonna happen this time.
Oh, really? Why not?
Because there's only one way for all this Venezuela stuff to end, and that is...
He sopranoed me. God damn it. Michael Kosta, everyone.